Well met, well met. Hey, what's going on? It's Tech Maki, and this is my vision series for Dangerous Ariana. So from this moment forward, I'm calling Ariana. Anyway, when she was a child, she used to love singing so much that she used to annoy the shit out of people around her. She would hum and sing all day long, and eventually this paid off. She developed a lot of talent, and she became a huge hit in La Paz. She just became the biggest pop star ever. And so through her fame, she decided she wanted to spread love and peace throughout the world. And so she just continued running around singing everywhere, and she was having a grand time fulfilling her dream. Eventually, she makes her way to this grand stage where she's singing for a multitude of people, and a vengeful, resentful spirit, just had enough, and she's just angry because she lost her voice when she died, and Ariana's got hers, and it sounds so beautiful. She needs to just wipe this out, and so the concert is attacked, and Rain and Loswell and the rest of them have to come and save the day, even though they don't say anything during the saving. Anyway, so the character comes into the game as a 4-star base. You can earn this 4-star through just doing the beginner level. I forget what it's called. The beginner level of the event of the Dangerous World Tour. And then she gets upgraded. You can upgrade her to a 5-star and to a 6-star. And in order to upgrade her, you have to earn the event exclusive awakening materials, and that's how you get that up. Now, I do want to mention, I want to make sure that everyone's aware, do not delete your Ariana unit. There's a community event going on that if you get her to 5-star or you get her to 6-star, you will get 500 lapis. So you need to keep her throughout the entire event and a little bit after until you get your rewards. It's if you choose to delete her. Now, if you're a collector, this doesn't really matter. In any case, she does come into the game as a singer, and she fulfills the support role. Surprise, surprise. She can also be a damage dealer if need be. Her best stats are MP and Magic. Now we're going to talk about her abilities. She has a very interesting kit and one very confusing ability. The first one we're going to talk about is Mesmerize. It's a silence and sleep ability, or a sleep song. 30% chance to do this to all enemies. Then you have Dance Tune, which is attack up by 60% while singing. She'll sing for 3 turns, and this goes for all allies. It'll buff all the allies. Same thing with the next one, Slow Ballad. It's magic up instead. And then you have her first passive ability. It's actually a pretty decent one. It's called Passion. It's immunity to confuse and petrify. Very good immunities. Can make sure that she continues to sing. And then we have Soul Voice, which is half MP consumption for songs. Also a very good, very interesting passive right there. Then we have the confusing ability, which is pre-chorus. It's the first half is nice. It's LB gauge fill rate up by 150% for 3 turns. And then we have the weird part, which is the chance to be targeted up to targeted up. This is a 30% chance, so it's like a provoke song with the added bonus of buffing the LB gauge fill rate. Very odd choice for this. We're going to move into, and then we also, I almost forgot to mention, she does have some God level spells, Fandaga and Bayaga, if you want to do some damage. So we're going to move into her exclusive equipment. The exclusive equipment you earn through the Dangerous World Tour. It is you earn the I think it's musical notes, and then you take it. You earn musical notes. You also, as you complete the event, you will get the recipes for the equipment, and then you just use the musical notes to craft the said equipment. So the first one we're going to talk about is the microphone. It is a one-handed harp, or instrument. It's attack plus 14, magic plus 58, spirit plus 15, and grants immunity to silence. So attack that on with her passions passive, and she continues to sing as long as she doesn't get paralyzed. Next up, we have her Bunny Mask, MP plus 20, defense plus 12, magic plus 25. It's a pretty good headpiece. It's comparable to the Creepy Mask, except it's 5 points less. Then we have her chest piece, which is the stylish black dress. It's defense plus 28, magic plus 30, and then it grants the evade skill. This is actually a really good piece of gear, especially considering that where everyone is considering her more of a starter character. If you just entered the game because of the event going on, the collab, this is comparable to the vampire cloak, except it doesn't have the plus 30 spirit, so it's definitely a few notches below. Then you also have the evening glove, which is the accessory that's granted for her. It's defense plus 3, magic plus 15%, and spirit plus 10%. Now, with the microphone and the evening glove, you can craft multiples of these. So if you have dual wields, you can put on 2 microphones, though I would choose an Omni Rod if you had that option, unless you're going straight for your play. And then, of course, you can craft 2 evening gloves, so you can have 2 accessories with the same stats. You're buffing up her ability or her stats very, very nicely. Now we're going to move into her limit burst, which is in reference to her to the event exclusive song with the 52-piece orchestra. It's the remix of her song "Touch It." It's been causing issues with content creators all over the place with copyright strikes, but it does do magic damage, and it does reduce the dark and lightning resistance of all enemies by 25%. Yeah. Then we have her Trust Master rewards, the 7-star materia piece. It's called Symphonic Flare, and it does attack and magic plus 40% with a harp equipped. That includes her microphone or a full-fledged 2-handed harp. Now we're going to talk about the espers for the builds that I've came up with. For the builds, I will mention which esper goes and why I chose those espers for specific ones. But the first one is Ramu, and we have Carbuncle and Siren. So, yeah. You're probably looking at me like, why Siren? We'll get to that. So the first build we have is going to be the free-to-play build, and then we're going to work our way into the pay-to-play builds. First, we have Moonlight Songstress. It is HP plus 40 or 4,307, MP plus 280, Magic plus 367, Spirit plus 257. And using Carbuncle. And the reason I chose Carbuncle for this one is so you have access to those Green Mage spells. The bar spells. This way she has a greater variety of abilities to assist the party during engagements. You're using all of her event equipment, plus an extra evening glove, and then you're going to have 2 HP plus 15% and 2 Guardian Authorities. Now, as usual, you can downgrade these HP plus 15% and the Guardian Authorities to an HP plus 10% if you don't have access to those, or you can switch them out completely and go for the Mage build and go with Magic plus 10% or 4 twin spells from the Type 0 event. With maximum pots, you will have 4,892 HP, MP at 280, Magic at 415, Spirit at 290. Now I would buff her HP first, then work on the MP, and then go to Magic afterwards, and Spirit, and so on and so forth. Just so she has more survivability with her HP. After that, we have the first play-to-pay build, which is going to be called Dangerous Woman. It has HP at 2,878. So now we get to see her full, the lowest HP score, well, that was in the game at the time. She's going to get one-shotted. Either way, MP at 359, Magic is at a staggering 720, and Spirit is at 277. With this build, you're going to use Ramu, self-explanatory, and then for gear, Microphone, an Omni Rod, Bunny Mask, Lordly Robe, Genji Glove, Magical Crest, and then you're going to be using the Dark Bond and Symphonic Flare so you can maximize the Microphone, Omni Rod, and Lordly Robe. Then you're only going to have 2 acceptances to completely buff up her MP and Magic pool. With maximum pots, same order I would really go with the buffing of her pots. HP is going to be at 3,268, MP at 457, Magic at 822, which is exceptionally high, so she can cast out 1 good Thundaga or 1 good Byaga, and then her Spirit's at 310, so she can take a little damage from magical spells. The next build is going to be called Daydreamer. This is a bard build. You're using Siren on this one. This is so you have access to more songs. You can really maximize her soul voice, and you can even get a little bit HP regeneration song in there if you really want to. HP is going to come in at 5,017, so she's a lot more tankier. MP is at 275, a little low, but she can still get it going with her songs. Magic is at 308, and her spirit is at 277. So with this setup, you can still cast out that really weak Thundaga if you want to start a chain, but you can really keep going on with the songs here. Also, this is not only just a bard build, but is a evasion build. So you're going to be using the microphone, and then you're going to have a stellar shield for more MP, a little bit more magic, a little bit more defense in case she gets hit. The black cowl is for more spirit. The vampire cloak, so you have access to the evade ability that you would have on her stylish black dress, but you're having more spirit because the vampire cloak has that. The 20-sided die for extra evasion, bring Lucii for more extra evasion, and of course, you know, so she has access to Alterna if you really want to, or you know, the Holy or whatever. Then you have 2 HP plus 30% discernment, so she's completely protected against status afflictions, and pure heart for a little bit extra more, or a little bit extra HP, MP, spirit. With maximum pot, she comes in at 5,700. MP is at 356, magic at 345, spirit is at 308. So she's much more tanky. She should be able to survive pretty well. You can even use this setup if you want to in the arena. Now, for the final build, it's going to be an arena build. It's called Bard's Focus. You're using Ramu, of course, so you can get a little bit extra damage out of there. Your HP is at 3733, so she can still be one-shotted, but that's the unfortunate truth with support characters. Her MP is at 285, so if you need to, you can cast 2 Alternas with the dual cast. You have magic at 507, spirit's at 233, so she can take a little more damage. The gear you're using is microphone, Omni Rod, Money Mask, Vampire Cloak, Genji Glove, Ring of Lucii for the Alternas, dual cast, Symphonic Flare so that you can maximize the microphone and get a little bit more damage out of her, Discernment for her status affliction, protection, and then you have the HP plus 30% to up her HP just a little bit more so that she can survive maybe, you know, a set of attacks that come at her. With full pots, you're going to be using, you're going to have 4,240 HP. Still, she's within one round killing, but she should be able to survive a little bit longer, hopefully. MP's at 357. Now you can cast 3 Alternatives if you want to, or 3 Thundagas if you so choose to do so. Magic is at 562. Spirit is at 259. Now, I think this is a pretty decent build for the evasion because those are some decent decent pieces of gear on there, and her spirit is actually buffed up pretty nice. Now, anyway, if you have any questions about the builds, you have any suggestions about the builds, you just want to make a comment, go ahead and throw it in the comment section down below. And if you like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see future content, go ahead and subscribe. And as usual, I am a Twitch streamer, so you can find me on Twitch. But either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's been a pleasure. Maki out.